Welcome back to the wonderful world of Google Sites. So in previous videos, we've been working on creating a Google site or a website using Google Sites, and we created one. And I've gone through things, and I think I've gone through kind of putting in content, but I wasn't satisfied with that. So I wanted to touch back on that. So I created a website. So let me go to this one. So I added some pages to it. Those are in other videos, so I'm not going to go through that right now. But so here's my hurricane project page. This is all fine and good, but it has nothing on it, right? And the whole reason that you're creating a website is that you want to put content on it, because otherwise, why bother creating a website? So on Google Sites, we have our dashboard right over here, and we've got our three tabs. We've been through this before. We've got insert, we've got pages where you add pages, we've got themes where you change how it looks. Say I don't like the theme that I set up, I can always change it to something else. That's totally fine, but that's not what we're doing right now. Put that one on there. Ooh. So what I want to go over right now though is putting in content. So everything that you're going to put on content wise happens on this insert tab. This insert tab has a bunch of stuff because you can insert a lot of content. So the first four things that it shows, these are the most common things that people are going to be putting in. You've got a text box, you've got images, you've got your drive, your Google Drive, so if you're attaching files, and you've got embed. These help with, like, these are most of the things that you'll put in, but there are some others. Underneath this, you have this. This is your layouts. I don't know what happens if I push this. Oh, okay, collapses. These are pre-created, already built in, previously created layouts that they set up for you that you're welcome to use so that you don't have to create your own. Now you can create this. So like if I look at this, if I click on that, it has a spot for a picture. It has a spot to add a title, and it has a spot to type in text. This is a really good thing to use. So if you're going to put a little article or you're doing something, this is a good layout to have. Another would be this one. Notice it just adds it in. This one has a picture and then your title and then your little writing underneath it. This is a really good thing for a project sometimes. You've got options where you only have pictures, like a big picture and two little pictures. You've got all of this. What I would probably do on these, like this one right here, or like this 3 one where you don't have a lot of space, you might introduce it and include a link to a separate page that has more detail for that article or whatever it is that you're writing. So that's one thing that you can use is these like already created layouts. These are handy. Another way you can add content is if you just like come in here, don't click on the add footer. You gotta be careful with the footer because once you add a footer, it's really easy to accidentally add your content in the footer instead, and then that content gets put on every single page. So if you're trying to insert like a hurricane project and you're putting an infographic in there, if you accidentally put that in the footer, that infographic shows up on every single page of your website. Not pleasant. So make sure you're clicking here and not in the footer, but if you double click, it pulls up this little spinning wheel. So you can do a text, insert image, embed something, insert something for your drive from your drive, or upload something from your computer. So you can do that. Another way you can add stuff in, you've got stuff like collapsible groups. These are handy. So you put a little title, so collapsible, so group one. And then I can click over here into to this part. So description, blah, blah, blah. I don't say blah, blah, blah. Okay. When I do that, notice that my blah, blah, blah doesn't show up. It just shows up group one. So then if the user clicks the arrow, then the blah, blah, blah shows up. This is handy. And you could also decide if you want to stop making it collapsible. Okay, so that's a nice thing to use. Another good thing to use is this divider. So say I have a bunch of things going on, like maybe I'm here, and I want to divide these sections. I just click the dividing line, and it'll put a divider there. If I don't like the color of this, I can always go back to my theme and I can edit to make this a brighter color. So that's an option. I like the divider, it's nice. You can do a placeholder. Say you want to put something, or say you're collaborating with somebody and you want them to add something in. You can put something in the spot where you want them to add it. And then when they go into your site, like say you've already shared it, you're collaborating, they can go in, go find their little placeholder and put their stuff in. You can link YouTube videos, you can put calendars in, maps, and then these